Skinny Hardaway Sudden T back with another EP. Y'all do your boy a favor, y'all smash that like button for your boy when you roll on in. Whether you're here for a good time or a long time, hit that thumbs up for your boy. If it's your first time, do your boy solid. Don't make it your last time. We here for a good time, not a long time. I ain't gonna hold up too much of y'all time with this informational tea. This coming straight from Southern Tea, nobody else. I'm pretty sure you'll hear about it later, right? From your favorite, content creators, from the mainstream content creators and things like that. But Southern Tea, I take pride in being first with the news. You know what I mean? I got some more news that you could use this morning. First thing I'm gonna do is say what's up to the people in the building. What's good, Ray? Shout out my guy MP. What the fuck? Shout out my guy Shay. I mean my girl Shay. Girl, right, Shay. Girl, I'm mad at the Braves too, man. Of all the teams to mess it up, it was the Braves last night. Lost by 1 point. But I digress. I digress. This is real spill, not a drill, right? Everybody is in the wakes of the Shakur Stevenson and Devin Haney thing. I personally felt like there was a big PR move for Shakur Stevenson them to begin with, right? Which is why they got an offer and they didn't take it. I thought there was always a big PR move. It was always understood, you know what I mean, where Dev was going, right, the fight that Dev wanted for a while, right? We've been talking about Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. Well, your boy Southern T then got the scoop. This coming straight from T, and nobody else said this. I'm sure that you ain't go see. I'm pretty sure that you haven't seen nobody else say this. T, I'm finna put a date on it. You know what I mean? I heard from a little birdie, right? Heard through the grapevine that Javante Tank Davis and Devin Haney are targeting a fight for December 23rd, and the fight is going to be in Las Vegas. You know what I mean? I haven't forgot. You know what I mean, how we got here. I haven't forgot, what was said by both fighters, Devin Haney, and Javante Tank Davis. Now, the Shakur Stevenson thing, that's a good fight, right? If we can't get Javante Tank Davis and Devin Haney, right? I feel like that's a good second option fight. In my mind, Shakur Stevenson versus Devin Haney was never the fight that I wanted to see. Never. The fight that I wanted to see was Javante Tank Davis and Devin Haney. I consider, right, Devin Haney and Javante Tank Davis to be, as far as facial recognition, right? I consider them to be a step above, the other 135ers. Maybe in skill level, Shakur Stevenson is that third, guy. But as far as notoriety, like who's a more recognizable face, like who brings in the bigger bag, right? Shakur Stevenson got less than Oscar Valdez for his only pay-per-view. You know what I mean? And that's Oscar Valdez, right? So I think as far as talent, it's even with those three, but as far as star power, right? Name, notoriety, Devin Haney and Javante Tank Davis. And even if you're going off, the history between the two, if you're going off that, then this fight is most definitely the fight that you want to see. But again, like now, I know you haven't heard this like from your mainstream. No, you haven't heard this from your mainstream people, right? But you could take this to the bank. I don't get up here and I don't just drop, news that I ain't sure about, especially not this kind of news, right? But maybe not soon, but eventually you will be hearing about, this Javante Tank Davis and Devin Haney fight December 23rd. Heating up. If y'all remember correctly, before Tank Davis, signed the fight, Hector Garcia and Ryan Garcia, he said that he wanted his opponents to be Shakur Stevenson, and he wanted his other opponent to be, he wanted his opponent to be Devin Haney, and the other opponent to be Shakur Stevenson. So while we all, excited about Devin and Shakur, let's not get lost. You know what I mean? Let's not get lost in, the big goal and the big prize, right? And the big prize has always been Devin Haney versus Javante Tank Davis. We've been talking about those guys sparring sessions, you know what I mean, for years, right? So I'm not one of the people who's trying to insert, Shakur Stevenson into the mix. Shakur Stevenson has a whole lot of work to do, honestly. You know what I mean? Is he as talented as anybody? Yes. But as far as having stuff to gain versus having things to lose, as far as him being the biggest name or him being in champion right now, those right now, Shakur Stevenson is not, right? Devin Haney, he never intended on fighting Shakur Stevenson, which is what he said. I wasn't in no rush to fight Shakur Stevenson. He told you, he wanted to fight Tank, wanted to fight Tio, Lomachenko, you know what I mean, guys like that. Shakur Stevenson is the one, that hit at Devin Haney about a fight. So Devin said, cool, if you want to fight, you take this 25%, and if not, I'm gonna move on about with what I was doing. But right now, what I'm telling you is maybe not Devin Haney's next fight, but December 23rd, right? Devin Haney versus Gervonta Tank Davis is what I'm being told. That's the targeted date, and it's being targeted for Las Vegas, right? So I know a lot of you venue people, if y'all want to check it out, around that date, the Las Vegas date, the December date, you can check and see. You know what I mean? Is the arena open? Is the arena closed? Not really sure which arena that they're going to do it in Vegas at this point, but it's being targeted for December 23rd. Gervonta Tank Davis versus Devin Haney. You know what I mean? Tell a friend, tell a friend. Remember, when this news started buzzing and it started dropping, right? It might not be this month, might not be next month, but when it do, remember where you heard it first. Skin the Hideaway, Southern T. This ain't the past, this ain't the future, but this the present. That's how we rocking, and I'm out. Love.